First off, my name told what it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped at all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I'd evade valet still.
We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. To begin the drive. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Giants very strong in that victory a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
This is 2nd and 8. Here's another carry for Harris. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Sanders on 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
This is taken at the 23. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here we go. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%. Only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
It's now 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Flick right.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal from the 6.
Over here. Timberland.
Throwing Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. That's out quickly to Hyatt. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be
touchdown Giants! Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 70. And the Giants will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Back to throw. Sanders. And his throw is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
To throw is Sanders. To throw on 3rd down. And some room to maneuver. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
Running left, it's Barkley. Taken down at the 30. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Rita.
Now Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On play action, Cousins. Another pass complete to Bellinger. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ladybug. Great. Up we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. To throw on 3rd down. Sanders. He's got his target. That's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds Austin complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking to throw. Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Here's Sanders throwing on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Boswell's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd.
A handoff to Barkley. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down and 1.
Hey, flipper! What's up?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they spotted at the 49.
Here we go, hey.
And this one's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, everything that happened before that fumble was great. Good vision, navigated the open field, got good chunk yardage. At that point, if you see a defender coming, well, just step out of bounds. Don't risk all you picked up before the hit. You just try and get an extra yard or 2.
And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Steelers.
Sanders now on 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball, but I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a one-score game if you can, and that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the first down.
Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Sanders. And it is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says it. Incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And that is no good.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Go Cyclone! Go Cyclone! Okay, here we go, boys. Here we go. Here we go. Up, go!
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and make...
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overloaded that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now a first down carry for Harris. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5. An option handoff given to Harris. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Sanders. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage here on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It's taken to the 26. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Cousins to throw it. Looking high its way once again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
Good route here. Hey, Steamer. Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Play fake. Cousins. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Completed to Hyatt. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings us 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third. Second and 7, operating from the 34. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. To the air again, it's Cousins. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So that, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they got to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is looking for Austin, intercepted. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action. Cousins. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Apple, apple, apple. Up we go.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Down at the 25. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Cousins, a throw completed to Hyatt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we've got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 62 yards. And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the fourth. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Now 2nd and 5.
Black.
Here's a give to Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Here is 3rd and 5.
First. Wait that.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley, and he is going to lose yardage here.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A 40-yard attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball.